What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Hypman, and you're watching Ottawa on the Rise. And today's guest is Talk to the Mic. You understand?
Perfect. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, so my first question is, what's your opinion on the Ottawa rap scene and the hip-hop scene?
Perfect. Well, first, thanks for having me here.
Okay, no problem.
It's different being on the answering question half than the talking question half with all the lights and everything and all the setup.
Yeah.
So, you know what? The Ottawa scene is getting bigger. It's getting better. It's always new stuff on the rise. Always something new. Lots of events going on.
Yeah.
Especially check out downtown for every bar, Bourbon Room. Every place like Mavericks even has a couple of shows going on. Barrymore will have something. The Cross. Just lots of shows, lots of events. Everything keeping going. Again, lots of local artists. You want local artists. It's always good to have them.
Yeah.
It's always good to do shows with local artists as opposed to taking someone from Montreal or Toronto and bringing them down, having them as a headliner. Always have your local as a headliner. I find.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it's getting bigger. It's getting better, and nothing but good things. And it's just going to keep getting bigger and better. I think.
Okay. So, what was your influences to starting Talk to the Mic? What made you start Talk to the Mic?
Well, this is an interesting story. A little bit long, so I'll give you like a little short of it.
Hey, go ahead.
Pretty much, I was sitting with some buddies around. I was always known as the chatterbox. I always talked. Every time someone would tell me, shut up, or you're talking too much, or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be worse once I started drinking, but at that time, it was always sober.
Yeah.
So every time someone asked a question, or someone had a question in the group, they always say, well, go talk to Mike. He knows everything, right? So I'd always Google it. So I wouldn't really know it. Google knew it. So thank you, Google. And for making me know everything. So so then after that, eventually I started saying, it'd be cool to just interview some people. And I've always wanted to do an interview show.
Yeah.
Just can figure out the idea or a platform for it.
Okay.
Now I do, like I say, I like hip hop. I like wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. Everybody knows me too. I do wrestling. So, Bullet Club. And I'm like, be cool to do a show. My first idea was originally to do an Instagram show. Okay. But then you can only do 40-second intervals, which people would have to click on one, listen to 40 seconds, then click on the other one, click on the other one. It would just be a hassle, and eventually people would give up after the second click.
Yeah.
Extra work. So then one of my buddies says, well, why don't you do a YouTube thing? So I said, you know what? It's a good idea. It's cool. A lot of people do YouTube, right? Like, some people do good, some people do bad.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'll give it a try. So now the name, I was trying to figure out a name, couldn't figure out anything else. And then I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be a talk show. And, I'm Mike. Usually people talk in a mic.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Why not call it Talk to the Mic?
Talk to the Mic.
So everybody said, you know what? That sounds like a pretty good idea. Why that? Play on words with a microphone. My name.
Yeah.
So I had the name down. Then I needed the logo. So I tried to find something creative to do. So I had a buddy, my buddy Brian, who does all the logos for GNW Wrestling, and he has his own photography. He does his own animated graphics, little animated short stories. He did my wrestling logo. Sent him a message saying, can you draw me up a logo? He said, what do you want? I'm like, something like a talk show thing with a microphone. And he's like, do you want me to throw in something that looks like kind of you? And I'm like, cool, be creative. Give me an idea, right? He's like, what about a beard? I said, beard's cool. I like the beard idea because I have a beard.
Yeah.
Now I can't get rid of the beard thanks to that. So it's to be a long summer.
Yeah.
And so he said a couple of days later, he's like, here, I created this. So he created the Talk on the Mic logo. I'm like, cool. It's pretty much like if you watch anything like a biker vest logo will say with the words on the front, the bottom, and the sides.
Yeah.
Kind of like a show, like King of the Hill, like the show King of the Hill.
Yeah,
cartoon.
and Sons Anarchy.
Exactly. So it's something like that, and in the middle has a microphone with a beard. And I loved it. It worked out. Sent it to a bunch of people, see if they liked it. I got positive reviews for everything, so I'm like, that's what I'm going to use. So that's all started the whole Talk to the Mic.
Man, that's dope. So, what do you got in the works for 2018?
Got a lot of ideas.
Okay.
Right now they're just ideas. I want to do more interviews. I don't want to base it just only on hip hop.
Okay.
Anybody who wants an interview, pretty much whether you're hip hop, R&B, pop, anything French, anything from Quebec, like Franco-Ontarien, even country or artists. Like if you're an artist and you want your art showing up, wrestlers. I'm going to be interviewing a lot of wrestlers because again, wrestling fan.
Okay.
Small business owners, anything. Just something that if you want anything that's local that will help kind of bring you out there and show people more about you, get more likes or more visits or more whatever. Kind of same same as Ottawa on the Rise does.
Exactly.
So just help show Ottawa to everybody else. Show them what Ottawa has and what they're missing out on. If they want to see it, a tourist can happen to pop in and see this and then say, "Oh, there's all this stuff going on in Ottawa. Let's go check it out."
Yeah.
That they wouldn't see anywhere else unless they got to Ottawa and they probably were late.
Yeah.
So that's one idea. I want to do a lot of interviews like that. Also, I like to do a show or two. That's a future in the works type thing.
Okay.
And then one show I'm gonna be looking forward to doing this summer is gonna be my blooper reel.
Okay. I'm actually looking forward to that one.
That's gonna be a good one. There was a lot of mistakes made. I made a couple of mistakes myself too, which I'm putting too. So it's gonna be an interesting one, and I think it's gonna get a good laugh on people. So.
Yeah, we just wrapped up ours, so yeah, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be already out by the time y'all see this motherfucker. So. Steve, go check that shit. Go check it if you ain't seen it, motherfucker. Go check that shit.
Talk to the mic.
Talk to the mic. All right, so you seem like the type of guy that kind of dabbles into the gaming life. Do you game? Do you?
Oh yeah.
What system do you play?
I got lots. I have lots of older video game systems. I just don't play them as often. But the two that I play the most are Xbox One and my Nintendo Switch.
Okay. What's your favorite game that you're playing right now?
For Xbox One, for right now, it's The Walking Dead, the Telltale Tales.
Okay, those are dope.
Yeah, I got Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. So right now I'm just redoing them all. I did them all once, and it's just fun to do because I like The Walking Dead. I'm a big Walking Dead fan too. So, and then for the Switch right now, it's Mario Odyssey. Because the goddamn game has too many goddamn stars to get, and it's gonna take forever to get.
So, you say you're a Walking Dead fan, okay? How is it, man? Because I'm a Walking Dead fan myself, right? But what was your thoughts on Carl dying? I need to know. What was your thoughts, bro?
I was surprised. I knew it was coming because
you knew it was coming.
I had a feeling it was coming because of season 8. They were focusing a lot more on Carl, and if you watch it, the other seasons as they go, the person they focus on tends to be the bigger one that dies.
Okay.
Like season 6, for example, they focused a lot on Abraham and Glenn, and Negan ended up killing them.
Yeah.
Spoilers in case you haven't watched it, but
too bad for you.
Yeah. So like he kills them right away, right?
Yeah.
And that was all season 6. Like Abraham kind of finding the other girl, realizing what he's doing. Glenn trying to find back Maggie and getting back together. They focus on them too. Then that happened. Then all of a sudden, season 8, like this new season that came out now, they were focusing a lot on Carl.
Shit hit the fan.
Exactly. And,
shit hit the fan.
And Negan, Negan doing his own thing. I like the fact that they're following the comics, but they're not. Like they're
doing some plots and twists on it. There's
exactly.
Some turns and some sudden what the. But that's what that's the plan. They don't want you to be like, okay, well I seen the book, so this is what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
So it kind of adds a bit of a spark, but at the same time, it's a bit of a disappointment.
Well, it's like Daryl, for example, is not in the comics at all.
Yeah, he was an added character.
Yeah, and it was I read online the story behind it, how it happened. He applied for Merle, to be Merle.
Okay.
And they gave it to Michael Rooker. And then they said they liked his performance too, so we'll just create an extra character. You could be Merle's brother, Daryl. We'll keep you for a season.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there now for 9 seasons, and he's still there. And people say they'll riot if Daryl dies and shit like that. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But it's a good show. Season 9 is gonna be interesting because apparently they're fast forwarding in time a bit.
Okay.
They're I think a year in advance. So it's gonna be like what's happened, how all the things got bigger and better and whatever. And I think it's gonna follow now Fear the Walking Dead because they moved up too now because they got Morgan is on Fear the Walking Dead now.
Oh yeah, hold on. So
Fear the Walking Dead is in the same timeline as season 8 now of the Walking Dead now. They moved up. I think it was 400 days in advance. So
fuck. Okay, I need to catch up on Fear. Shit.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's getting good too. So.
All right. What local artists have you I'd say normally worked with, but in this case interviewed? Well,
so far I've done Dope Kid.
Okay.
I've done Ricochet, Drastic. I got Jay David, C Note, Dylan Black, Oso, yourself.
Thank you for having me.
Natalie Banks. You guys ever want to model for any music videos or just for photo shoots or anything else, I recommend getting her. So shout out to Natty Banks. So, and then yeah, I got a couple more on the go. A couple people that I want to interview and stuff, and just it's all a matter of finding the right time, getting in contact with them, and going from there.
For sure. Okay, so who in Ottawa are you looking to really get on your show?
People that want to get in Ottawa.
Yeah, like those are like somebody that you've wanted to get, but it's kind of hard to get a hold of them. Maybe you never know, right?
All right, that's a good question. I want to interview the Ottawa Red Blacks.
Okay.
Not just one. I want the whole team there. Maybe, play a game, but not an actual football game because I like my bones. I just kind of be on the field with them,
like sort of like a the flag tag.
Yeah.
Sort of. You know what I mean? You got they tackle you by grabbing that flag up.
Exactly, or do a training session with them.
Okay, that'd be
just kind of like, and then I'll make a montage out of that for the interview, like me doing stuff and maybe me kind of collapsing after because I can't handle it or something. So
yeah,
something like that. That'd be fun to do with the Red Blacks. Same deal with the Senators, having all the Ottawa Senators there, like Carlson and all them. If he's still on the team by next year, have him there and everything, and then do an interview with them. Be kind of cool because it is the local teams, right?
Yes,
you got to support the local teams
for sure.
And I got Magic Mike. I want to get him on my show soon. He said he would, and he's going to be there soon, so that's going to be a good interview.
Yeah, I talked to him on the dollar video shoot. Exactly. I mean, video shoot for a drive-by.
Mm-hmm.
We networking. We network.
Oh, yeah.
We making this happen.
Exactly.
We're making this happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because he does a lot. He does a lot for Ottawa.
Yes, he does.
CHUO for the radio, hosting, everything, promoting and everything. So he's good at that.
He's done some charity events. I'm pretty sure he does.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So.
And he's hosted a lot of big events and everything too.
Yeah.
So he'd be a good person to have, and he'd have a lot of.
He has a very good positive energy. He's I'd say a legend in the game. Period.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So he would definitely give some hindsight to a lot of things that could be brought to light, and
Not to mention
we gonna have you. You see it, bro. We gonna be talking. We gonna be talking.
Oh yeah. And until then, just check out the Magic Hour on CHUO Fridays between 2 and 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So I asked this question. It's like because it's always Ottawa related. What's your if you could change one thing in Ottawa, right? Maybe politics, our government, streets being paved, cops, brutality, anything, and you have the power to change it, what would it be?
That's a good one. I like asking the questions more than answering them. No.
He got me last time. Yeah, I'm keeping this. He got me on his interview. He had me on the dark side of the chair. He had me in that spot. I don't like it either, guys. And I know y'all don't like it that much, but it's part of the process. And, we got to spread the word, so we got to be there. So it was fun. It's fun. It's fun, but scary. You know what I mean? Especially when you be put on the spot. You know what I mean? So.
All right, so let me see if I can answer this now. I would change certain laws.
Okay.
Make
like what?
Again, they're gonna be legalizing weed, right?
Yeah.
But it's still strict right now. Like even if some cops will out of nowhere give you the biggest fine for it or whatever, even though they'll say I have my card, right? Well, you have it on you, so you get this right away. But they can get the proof. It works just like an ID. They can look it up and they can see that you have it. They just don't want to do the work to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's one thing I would change. I would change I'd change the whole the way people see certain music. Because some people won't go again, this goes back to supporting local Ottawa, right? You have a hip hop show, right? You have some people who like hip hop who won't go because they're scared of a stereotype that's going to happen at the event or what's going to how the club's team will look like and everything else, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I like to have everybody to feel more comfortable. If people were more comfortable and more relaxed, every show would be almost sold out. The reason why it isn't sold out is because of people thinking, okay, well, a couple years back, this bar had a reputation for this. I don't know if I should go here or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to always give the good reputations, right? Always try to pull out the positives as opposed to negatives. Because, you don't hear all the positives that certain places do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll say like I'm not gonna say names for places, but there's certain bars that will have positive events like charities, fundraisers, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then you hear that all you hear about that, you don't hear their fundraisers. You hear, oh well, 3 years ago they closed down because of underage and they had to change names, and that's the rumor that spreads around. You don't hear that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The one negative thing people remember, but the 35, 40 other positive things
they're not focusing on.
Exactly. So I try to eliminate a lot of the negative and add more positive to it.
Okay. Okay. Who would you say is your top 3 local talented musicians? So it can be DJs, artists. Right now, we'll just stick to artists. We'll just stick to artists. What's your top 3 artists?
My local ones, top 3.
Local.
All right, this is gonna be another tricky one. So,
I got talk to the mic, kind of on the stutter.
It's okay. I stutter. I do that. Luckily, see, if I don't talk,
it's not a real stutter, but he be stuttering on them words. He don't know what to say.
But see, the plus side of the beard is if I don't move my lips too much while I talk, it doesn't look like I'm talking at all. So it could be like you guys, you added the voice to me. So.
You got me there.
I'm like a mannequin.
Get it.
All right, so I'd have to say Magic Mike. Because he does promote everything in Ottawa. If there's an event, he'll have you on his Magic Hour. He will talk to you. I've been on the Magic Hour too, once as a guest too, just to be there, just to witness it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll be there again. Who knows?
Shit, you speaking of that, man, I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna go
exactly.
Yeah.
So listening to him and watching him do his stuff on there and giving out shout outs to the promotions and stuff he does on his Instagram, his Facebooks, Twitter, everything, right? Snapchat.
Yeah.
So half my behind the scenes, he's on the phone Snapchatting and talking and stuff for the drive-by. So
yeah.
Like it's just he's everywhere and he promotes it and it works out perfect. So like he's doing the best thing. He's out there. He will promote. He will help. He'll host. He's a good host. He is just if he's there to help out, he'll help out and it'll do good. So that's one. Now 2, I'd have to say Dope Kid. Because he's really trying hard. All he thinks about is work and his passion.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it to be good. He wants to always have new stuff out. When we did my interview with him, we played Bag Part 2. He was just leaving to film Bag Part 3 on top of that. So, and during that whole day, he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off during the interview and everything else because he wanted to make sure it looked good. He's always trying to help with events. He's got his ladies' night on Fridays.
Yes.
The Cross.
At the Cross on Elgin.
So ladies, check that out. So
free till I believe 10:30, 11.
Yeah, something around that.
Yeah.
Good music and everything. It's a good
atmosphere. I've been there.
Yeah, Cross is really nice. They got the patio and everything. So
definitely a patio vibe. Now that the summer's here, y'all can definitely go on that patio and have a nice drink and vibe out to some real nice tunes, you know what I mean? So definitely check that place out on next Friday night, low key, chilling out.
Oh yeah.
Go vibe out.
So, yeah, and then like I said, that's Dope Kid stuff and he's doing really good. Like I said, I can see nothing but big things for him too in the future. So maybe get him on the show again sometime, we never know. But his interview with him is on my YouTube, so if you want to check that out too. And there's also one on his as well. So
Yes sir, check that out.
Yes, that's the interview me talking again like that. So like I'm used to being on that side, not the dark side. So
see, he keeps trying to grab this side of the chair. He's trying to switch with me, but I'm not letting it happen.
I can get a good swing on this chair and flip it over. So
I might have to.
All right, so now my last one. I'm making these last long now, but my last one would have to be. I'm not gonna say hip hop. I'm gonna say Elon at Bourbon Room. Because shout out to Elon, DJ Elon, because he is trying his hardest to get all really good talent to perform there. Every show he's done has been a really good show. There was one actually yesterday or whenever this airs it was on a Tuesday, and it was an amazing show. He's had oh god, I can't think of the names he's had on there. He's had Trailer Park Boys on there. He's had
Swisha
T, Swifty McVeigh from D12.
Jonah Lopez just was the last show he just did.
Yeah, Little Windex.
I forgot about Little Windex.
My buddy K Blitz. What else he had on there? He's had that. There's been nothing but like big names, and every event's been really good. He helps out with a lot of charities. He's a really good DJ. They've done like fashion weeks there. He's got burlesques there every Wednesday, which is a different thing than other bars have. Some other bars do have it, but his is every Wednesday. Always a different show every Wednesday. So yeah, he's like I said, he's doing his best to get around promoting. He promotes a lot. So it's just yeah, I'd say he's doing a good job.
Okay, proper.
And on top of that, he doesn't just do Bourbon Room. If another event in another bar has something going on, he'll promote it too. I've seen him promote stuff for other places too. So that's again community helping out, like
That's
Ottawa
exactly
helping out
what
Ottawa.
it is. That's
So.
all it is. If you show support for everybody, just show support for everybody, we're gonna be unified and we're gonna be stronger as one instead of weak as all these little individual skinny branches because they're just gonna break off.
Exactly.
Right? If we all come together, we gonna be this big root stuck in the ground, ain't going nowhere. Just like the parliament ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? With all the shit that's happened, with it being burnt, and all the just chaos and ups and downs, and look, it's still there. You know what I mean? So it's like we can do this. We can stand strong and united.
Exactly. Here,
look at Toronto, like
use Parliament as an example for hip hop. It was up. It was there, right? Back then, back in the day, we had a good hip hop base, right?
Yeah.
Then Parliament burnt down, right? Ottawa kind of lost a bit of the music for a bit, and then Parliament rebuilt. Ottawa rebuilt the music scene. So pretty much, yeah, Parliament can be like a metaphor to the hip hop scene. We'll say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so shit. Where do you get your tattoos from? Where do you get them done? You got a lot.
I got lots. I'm running out of room. I get all my tattoos done in Rockland.
Okay.
A guy named Brad Sear. Most everything was freehand on top of that. So
that's
shout out to Brad Sear if you want some tattoos. He does really good work, really good rates. Not a tattoo shop, does it from his place.
Okay.
He'll come to you, you go to him. Very good at what he does. A lot of mine were all freehand. He's done my son's feet. He's done everything. I've got some tattoos from other people too. Like I've got my buddy Ricky, who used to work at the place downtown. That narrows it down to 5 or 7, but wrong thing to say. But, Planet Inc. That's what it's called. He used to work there before, so I got a couple done while he was an apprentice.
That's right next to Top of the World, isn't it?
No, that's the other one.
Oh no, it's next to Steve's. Steve's music. That's where it's next to.
Exactly. So yeah, so I got all that. I got some done by him, but the majority of everything is all Brad Sear, like my chest, my ribs. I got a half sleeve on my leg of all Marvel and some DC stuff, and my Undertaker logo and my X-Files one. So, and there's still more to come. I want to finish off this leg. I got to finish off my back. Maybe get something on the forehead. We'll see.
You got any shout outs you want to do?
Oh yeah, all right. So shout out to everybody in Ottawa for all the support. Thank you very much. Keep watching shows, mine, his, everything, anything Ottawa. Help support it, share it, spread it around, pass the word. That's how everything gets bigger and better. Everything else, shout out to OttawaOnTheRise for having me on the show.
No problem.
Love this place, really nice. Not warm, I'm not sweating, this is good. Shout out to Dope Kid for being on my show. Shout out to Ricochet, to Jay David, Drastic, All of a Sudden Movement. So they're all part of my show, and they're going to be on again as a group, so that's going to be interesting. Shout out to Magic Mike. Check out his show again. Again, I'll say it. CHUO, Magic Hour, 2 to 3 p.m. Fridays. Always something new. Either he's mixing some new tracks, or he's got someone good on the show. You won't want to miss it.
Oh, let me pause right there. Also, make sure you don't stop and switch the channel, because right after that, they got the new BRL show with Lil Thriller and DJ Live. They kill that shit, and they go from 3 o'clock to 5. So make sure you guys check them out too as well.
Perfect. And then also shout out to C-Note for letting me interview him. Pretty much everybody who's let me interview him. Shout out to Dylan Black. Shout out to Also Good. To Elon at Bourbon Room. Shout out to anybody who has accepted a venue from a local artist in Ottawa. Whether it's hip-hop, whether it's country, rock, metal, you name it. Shout out to everybody who's helping support, helping getting these people known, getting these people seen. That's a good thing. shout out to Brandon Bird for all his shows that he does for Diamond Mine Agency. So he keeps bringing out good stuff. He's got Randy from Trailer Park Boys coming out soon. So
Dope.
I'm going to have to buy a cheeseburger or 5 for him maybe to get an interview. But we'll see how many cheeseburgers I got to buy.
Let's see. Let's get, I need to get me some Scotia cheeseburgers up in this piece.
And then shout out to
El Dollar for the
that is
for
true.
the cameos.
Yes.
And having us on the motherfucking drive-by shooting. You know what I mean?
You're going to want to check out this video. It was a very good video.
Gang. Hey.
If you want a little sample, check out the behind the scenes on Talk to the Mic.
On his channel.
And then shout out to Natalie Banks, too, for doing a show, for being very beautiful, for being on, again, in an interview. What? I'm blunt. She's hot. So... And she knows I know this. She knows I would say this. So there you go. If you do need but on a side note, if you really do need a good model, or for any shoots or anything else, music videos or whatnot, anybody who watches this, right? Get a hold of her. If you do need her contact info, you can find her on Instagram for Natalie Banks, or hell, just even send it to me. I'll forward it. I'll be like a secretary.
We'll put it at the end of the credits for you guys.
Exactly.
So, what's your social medias for everybody can follow you, you know, your YouTubes and, you know.
Perfect. So, YouTube, it's Talk to the Mic. So, just type in Talk to the Mic. You'll see a picture of me with some sunglasses on.
How do you spell Talk to the Mic for them, just for...
TALK space TO space THE space MIKE.
Okay.
And then it'll be my logo, and it'll be a picture of me with sunglasses. Surprise. And... yeah, so that's for YouTube, right? All my shows are on there.
Okay.
There's also I got Facebook, so you just look out for Mike Landry on Facebook. I got a wrestling fan page, so it's the Flyboy Mike Landry, so you can check that out. Instagram, it's Talk to the Mic, so it's talk like the under dash, that little line on the bottom, to at the bottom, that little line again, Mike little line. So it's the best way I can explain it. So just if you want to follow me on that. And then I got my other one, which is the... Shit, I don't remember how to say it by heart. 1 second. That's why we have phones, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mike.Landry.71619. So that's my other Instagram. So if you want to hit the little follow, you can follow that. Both of them have the link to... Yeah, they do. Both of them have my link to YouTube. Just want to make sure this one had. I know the other one does. I want to make sure this one did. So both of them have the link. Just click on it, watch my shows. All my previews are going to come on Instagram. And yeah, from there you just watch shows. And now you know more than I do.
Funny thing about that is...
And knowledge is power.
And the funny thing about how we just made him do that, right? And we were just going to put all his social medias on the back and the credits. So... But the plus part now is I know they're going to be in the credits. So hard, but
and I know they're going to be in the credits now, so that's 2 times they're there. But at least now I know for next time.
He knows for next time. It's good. We're good.
Exactly.
Gotta make it funny for you guys. Come on, man. Come on.
It is. Or else you're just going to watch us sit here and be like, you know. See right there, that probably just got 5 views right there. So there you go. Just by sitting there like that, 5 views.
You know what I mean? All right, so actually, I wanted to ask you, because you say you wrestle.
Yeah.
How long ago were you wrestling? What made you wrestle? Like, give us the 411 on that.
All right, well, I've been a wrestling fan since I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was a kid, me and my buddy used to always play wrestling in the sand. It's not the smartest thing to do because sand is not bouncy, but
no.
it hurts. So,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we played in the sand, we were having a blast, and then I always said, I want to be a wrestler when I'm older. I want to be a wrestler when I'm older, and everybody's like, you're too short, this and that, you're too skinny, yada yada yada, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So started helping out for wrestling shows. Started going to a lot of indie shows, and I'm like, that'd be cool to help out. So I started helping out with a show called GNW.
Okay.
Started off as security, so just helped out around the ring security. Because I was the only one who can actually move relatively fast and fit between the bars and stuff because I was short. So the shortness came to an advantage.
Yeah.
Whenever they went to the barricades, I would hold the barricades. I'd become the human shield to extremely big people.
Yeah.
And I started one show, and then the next time they're like, hey, you're coming to the next show. Okay, cool. The next show. And then 2 years later, I kept helping with that. Then started helping out with CRW in Montreal.
Okay.
And then they're like, give me an extra for a group, for aces and eights. So I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So I put on sunglasses, again, these are like the best fashion thing in the world right there. So I could be smiling, my eyes could be closed right now while I'm doing this whole interview. I could be taking a nap. You guys don't even know. So
don't even know.
I could be cross-eyed and or one eye. You don't even know. So then what I did is I just decided to help out. I'm like, okay, you gotta make yourself look like a biker. So I had the 8 and 8 shirt on, biker vest, sunglasses, the bandanas on the arm, and I came out and just pretended I was a biker. And it worked out. And then he's like, okay, we'll use it for next month too. Next month. Then I did a quick skit, and then I took my first bump, which was a side suplex on the edge. Right? Nobody knew it was my first bump, and they're like, oh well, you did pretty good. You did pretty good. I'm like, oh, it's my first one. And they're like, oh shit, we didn't know that was your first one. We did something later. So then I was like, okay, well, it didn't hurt, and I want to do more. So I started doing some more stuff and started like doing a little training here and there because I did some MMA too, right? So I did a little bit of training for that, and then I did a battle royal in November. That was fun because I got to fight with, I got to be in there with 20 other people, just kind of everybody just messing around. Some wrestlers that I knew from before, like Wes Briscoe. He was part of TNA Wrestling. He's part of the 8 and 8 over there, so he was the 8 and 8 for us. And the person I did the last stuff with was Max. He goes by Max from Testosterone. Okay. He's just big. Best way I can describe it. I look like a 5-year-old kid next to him. And I got eliminated, I find, in the best way possible in the Battle Royal. As everybody else goes over the top rope, I pretty much got gorilla pressed and just got tossed right out. So I was about maybe 20 feet in the air. Luckily, someone caught me, sort of. So, and then, it just escalated from there. I said, big wrestling fan, and try to help out. I'll send you the clip. I'll send you that clip. You're going to use that as one of the side clips in that.
It's going on right after this. Watch. Check it out.
Yeah, you'll see me actually fly, and then I have the reverse one, which is kind of funny because you hear people go, oh my god, he got thrown, and then when I put it in reverse, all you hear is and then you see me fly back in the guy's hands. Now that's a lot of work. That takes skill to fly back.
Oh yeah,
that's why I'm called the Fly Boy.
The Fly Boy.
But so like, and it's fun to. I'm more of the older generation wrestlers. Like I like the Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and all that. So GNW and other places bring some of those older stars in because the newer ones are just too expensive. Booker T's still part of the WWE, so he's still expensive.
Shit. That's when you know I don't watch wrestling no more.
But I've met I've met Bushwhacker Luke. I've met Psycho Sid, who again I look like a little kid next to. Nikolai Volkov, who's a legend. Demolition, who are legends. Gangrel. People are watching this probably have no clue who these people are, so that's why there's Google.
Google it up.
There's who have I met? Colt Cabana. I've met Cowboy Jane Storm. Like I've done stuff I helped out with Impact Wrestling for a couple of days too when it was in Ottawa, and like I said, it's fun. To me it's fun. Some people think, oh, wrestling's boring. Wrestling's like a soap opera. Then I look at that person and say, well, you're watching Days of Our Lives. You're watching a soap opera too.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to watch Days of Our Lives too. On a side note, this will be an embarrassing moment, but I was a big Stefano De Miro fan. So because he was the Italian guy that seemed to never die.
Jeez.
He'd be blown up and come back. And he just shows up like, Stefano, you're alive. Welcome back. It's like yes, I rebuilt myself. I don't know what he did, but he came back to life. So.
Yeah. All right, man. You're watching Ottawa on the Rise with Talk to the Mic with Hypman. You already know. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. Make sure you follow his channel. Link will be in the bio. Spread the word. Ottawa's on the Rise. Help me help you spread the word. You already know.
Follow YouTube.